chief leader. I'm a chief leader. I'm a chief leader. I'm a chief leader. I'm a chief leader. I am a chief. I am a leader. I am a dreamer.
Kia ora everyone, it's Lucy here, and we are here at the Treaty of Waitangi grounds here in Paihia. Today we're really excited to continue learning with you about why the Treaty of Waitangi is important. Now we have 3 questions we want to find answers to today. The first is, what kind of currency did the Māori and Europeans trade? And the second is, what did the Māori and Europeans trade? And the third question is, why is the Treaty of Waitangi important? Let's go. The Bay of Islands in New Zealand was a super popular place because it was like a special place where lots of different things happened. It had really cool harbours surrounded by beautiful islands, which made it perfect for boats to stop by. People loved to come here for fishing, trading and exploring. The Bay of Islands was like a big meeting spot where ships from all over the world would come and go, making it a busy and exciting place to be. There was lots of yummy food to find, like fish and veggies, and the land was great for growing things. Māori people, the owners of New Zealand, lived here too and had their own villages. They traded with the new settlers who came from places like Britain, France and other European countries. During the 1800s, the Bay of Islands attracted whalers, people who were catching whales. Whaling was popular back then because you could get so many resources from whales, like oil for lamps, ingredients for soap and food. Whale oil was super important for everyday things, so it was very valuable to find and sell. Ships went all over the oceans to find whales to catch. So whaling is one of the reasons why the British people started coming to New Zealand. When the British came to New Zealand, Māori and the British loved to trade things. Māori had things the British didn't have but needed, and Māori wanted things the British had but couldn't get. There was no money or currency back then, so Māori and the British needed to trade. For example, Māori traded flax, harakeke. The British people used flax for making ropes, sails and clothing. Māori also traded kumara, sweet potato, potatoes, fish, pigs and birds. Māori traded timber, especially kauri wood, which the British loved to use for shipbuilding and construction. Māori traded greenstone, pounamu. Europeans loved greenstone and used it for its hardness and beauty. Māori traded tattoos to the sailors and travellers visiting the Bay of Islands, and Māori traded their carvings and artwork. The British traded metal tools and weapons like knives, axes and muskets, which Māoris used for hunting, warfare and everyday tasks. Clothing like blankets, shirts and jackets, beads, mirrors, glass and other small items that were popular with Māori for decoration, tobacco and alcohol, and other goods such as tools, cookware and textiles. Over the years, more and more British people were settling in New Zealand. By 1840, around 2,000 British were already living in Aotearoa. Although there was some good that came from having a relationship with the British, unfortunately, with that came lots of problems. The British weren't respecting Māori culture, customs, language and values. There was lots of fighting and violence amongst the British and the Māori. Māori felt that the British were stealing their fish, their land and timber, and the British also brought diseases like measles, the flu and tuberculosis. Thank you for joining us everyone as we learn more about the Treaty of Waitangi. Join us tomorrow as we learn about who wrote the treaty, where did we sign the treaty, what did the treaty say, and who were the important people that were part of preparing and signing the treaty. Ka kite anō.
I'm a chief leader. I'm a chief leader. I am a chief. I am